These Summer Taker. Different year with another member. It's the New York.
How are you with primitive radio equipment?
Very simple. Amplitude modulation transmission. Simply adjust the frequency, throw this switch.
The official adventures of...
This is Science Patrol Headquarters.
Science Patrol? Yes? Is there any trouble?
This is Science Patrol Headquarters.
The Science Patrol, ever on the alert to protect mankind.
Tell us where you are. The entire Science Patrol is out searching. This is Science Patrol Headquarters.
Section 31.
Fredy Blast. You're listening to Mr. Fantastic, live as can be. Skeme Richards, Fredy Blast on the wheels, prime time.
Yo, what's the deal, people? Another installment of the legendary formula, soon to be the defunct formula. Featuring the Section 31 Science Patrol, DJ Squad, Skeme Richards, Fredy Blast, DJ Prime Time.
Once again,
yo, it's a hot day outside right about now. Jumping off to 90 degrees.
hot as balls.
We gonna jump it off to about 95 before the day is over. Today's topic of the show, which is something that me and Blast have been talking about for like the last 10 years now.
Tell me the rumors.
Is basically
Tell Squad's the best, right?
It's over. We don't care. That's the topic for the day. It's over, and we don't care. I mean, we gonna start it off by we gonna drop some news first, and then we'll get to the I don't care part.
The yellow paper is coming out.
Yes. This shit is over. Bottom line, this so-called hip hop rap shit, it's over. it's gone.
It's done.
It's done and over. Let's start right here.
Out.
Let's start right here on eBay, which the auction has already ended. Big Pun's Terror Squad chain was up for sale on eBay. He paid $100,000 for this chain with the Big Terror Squad joint on it. It was on eBay for auction.
And this was Pun's?
It was Pun's, and it's the legitimate chain. The reason why it was up there, his wife is auctioning off his stuff because she has not received a royalty check. She received one small royalty check from the last album. She doesn't receive royalties off the first two albums. She's struggling. She needs to pay her mortgage.
Hey, Fat Joe don't take care of her?
I guess not. So she
Don Cartagena?
She needs to pay her mortgage and all that shit. And she's struggling. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up that it's like that, and that the record company and like she's not getting money off the sales or whatever. So I guess Joe is eating really well because he has a nice house and he's getting it in. You know what I'm saying? So I guess everything is everything. But she's auctioning off a lot of Big Pun stuff, and you know what I'm saying? It's fucked up because she has to raise her kids now. That's a fucked up thing. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So when a wife has to sell Big Pun's chain to eat and support her family, that's a fucked up day in hip hop.
You know things are going downhill, and I thought I thought these dons, they supposed to take care
of the family.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Well, evidently it's not, but so it's fucked up how that's going on. But it's a sad day in hip hop when that shit goes on. Number two, this is an enlightening note right here, and it was dope to hear this shit. I heard this joint called Out of Control by 50 Cent featuring Mobb Deep.
Wow.
It was dope.
Nah, I ain't expecting to hear that collab. But then again, due to the recent movements of Mobb Deep.
Yes.
Okay.
That was dope. The MOP joint with 50 Cent was dope. I hope 50 puts MOP and Mobb Deep on, and maybe you'll get some dope ass albums, and maybe that'll boost up
That's a very big maybe.
Well, they're working on signing them, so the shit might be dope. The beats was actually working and shit like that, so I'm kind of feeling it.
Speaking of 50.
Yeah.
You heard the joint, man?
What joint?
300 bars and running.
Yeah. Hey.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you like this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a fan of the game.
Right.
Actually, I never even paid no attention to him, but
right.
I was like,
I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because number one, he was just coming off every track, and it's not like, I mean, he was saying some shit.
It was solid.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Yeah, it was solid. So let's see. Okay, on new albums coming out, which is supposed to come out at the end of the year, Lord Jamal from Brand Nubian is dropping his first solo album.
Why?
at the end of the year. Why? That's what I'm saying.
Why?
Now, it's called the 5% album.
Oh, God.
Okay, and basically this album is really breaking down the whole, it's dispelling all of the rumors and all of the shit and really telling the truth about the 5% Nation and the whole nine. So it's going to enlighten everybody really what the whole shit was about, blah, blah, blah. He's having some guest appearances from cats who were big supporters of 5% shit. He wants to get Nas on there. He wants to get Rakim on there. He wants to get Wise Intelligent on there. My thing right about now, it's like, dude, that 5% shit was jumping off way back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's still going on, but that shit was jumping off way back then. And in my head now, I'm like, dude, it's fucking 10, 15 years too fucking late. You know what I'm saying? It's a sad day in hip-hop when an album like that has to fucking come out. That shit.
Well, you know what? All I gotta ask for anybody, and I know it's almost like it's an impossible task to ask. Can you just give me some beats and some nice flows?
That's what I'm asking for.
Can I just have that?
Give us a dope-ass album. All this political shit and all this other shit, just give us a dope-ass album with dope beats, dope rhymes.
Even if you bring it that way.
Yeah, because Rakim bought it that way, Nas bought it that way, Wu-Tang bought it that way. But just bring us some dope beats.
Quality.
Yeah, but even now, do I really feel like hearing that shit? I just want to hear dope-ass rhymes. So, on the next note, and once again, if you notice, all these topics is just like on some old, this shit is over shit. The death of Biggie Smalls, another investigation has been opened up.
Does it ever end?
It never ends.
How many more covers anything I have to keep seeing Biggie or Pac on?
Right. So
it's over!
So another investigation has opened up. You know what I'm saying? Another investigation has opened up, and it's like,
I haven't seen that much talk about JFK assassination, man.
Exactly. Now, on a good note, Saigon, who's an MC, he's got a dope-ass little interview that I read. And, I like some of Saigon shit. He's definitely, a worthy cat. But he made a statement, and I'm feeling this statement. Shout outs to Saigon. This is a dope-ass statement he said in this interview. He said, and I quote, "I don't care about those underground niggas like A$AP Rock, J-Lib, and all those other cats that rap about the wind, moon, sun, stars, and blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares about that shit. Saigon, I gotta give you fucking mad props."
He said the moon, stars.
I have to give you mad fucking props.
Yeah, that was wild. The music just stopped on that.
Yo, gotta give him mad fucking props. Because yes, I've been saying that shit for years. All those underground MCs that talk that moon, sun, wind, star shit, nobody gives a fuck. It's all about dope-ass rhymes and beats. Period. Nobody cares about that shit because only weirdos like y'all understand that shit. Alright, so, I mean, not to offend cats, there's different versions of hip-hop and whatever, supposedly, but nobody gives a shit about that. So shout outs to Saigon. I'm feeling that. I'm really feeling that shit right there.
It's my top.
That's right. Yo, on television note right now, this is another sad thing. MTV has a show called Made, which basically, people who have aspirations to be like, all right, I want to be a actress, so they kind of take you and put you in an element where you might be able to go to acting school, blah, blah, blah. There's this one kid, a white kid. The new season starts, I guess, tonight. And the one episode of Made is about this one white kid. He's young. He looks like he might be about 17, 16. He says his goals and aspirations, I want to be a rapper. It's a sad fucking day in hell.
Not a doctor.
He wants to be a rapper.
Not a dentist.
It's like, dude, you don't have to go to MTV to say, like,
not a captain of industry.
They're going to set him up and put him in the studio and probably stupid shit like that. It's like, dude, this shit is at an all-time fucking low.
He wants to be John Cena.
Yo, it's crazy. So, and keeping on the MTV theme, reality TV shows off the fucking hook. The new episode of Real World premiered last Tuesday. Real World, Austin, Texas.
Haven't they been to Texas before?
Huh?
Haven't they been to Texas before?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you. No, Austin, I don't know. They might have been to Texas.
But
This shit looks good, and I don't like fucking Real Worlds no more. But this shit looks good, and why does this
must be some crazy controversy?
Why does this shit look good? Because one of the guests on the very first episode, one of the guests was in the bar, kind of got in a fight with some dudes outside, and the one dude outside socked the shit out of him and fucking broke his fucking joint on the very first episode on the
eye socket.
Fucked this shit up, fractured the whole joint. He had to get surgery. Now that's what I'm talking about, a grand opening right there.
Wow.
So yes, Tuesday nights, you know, it's looking good.
That's just pure violence, man, and mayhem.
Yo, shout outs to Suge White 360. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Shit is really, really fucking crazy. Alright, but now, the reason why this is the I don't give a fuck and it's over show. I read an interview with Bobbito. Y'all all know the legendary Bobbito from Stretch and Bobbito, from NBA Street Joint, you know, from The Vibe, from you know, Bobbito's Footwork, Fruit Meat Records, you know, The Apartment up in New York. Basically, the interview basically stated, a question was asked, like, yo, you feel as though this underground shit is dead? And he was like, yo, it's a fact. This rap underground hip hop shit is dead. He said, and I quote, in 1992-93, he specifically remembers at the end of the night of his 4-hour radio show saying, damn, there's 10 to 15 joints that we did not get to play that deserve to get played. He said, fast forward 10 years later in 2002, he can't find 5 joints to play that he fucking likes. Now, Bobbito is the kind of creator, inventor of this whole, like, underground radio show in a sense.
Yes.
Breaking a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? Now, in 92, 93, 94, you had 10 to 15 joints at the end of the night that you wanted to play that couldn't fit in the time, in that time slot. But now here it is in 2002, you can't find 5 joints that you like to play. That's really bad.
Well, man, it's called degradation.
Yes.
Degradation. Degradation of the whole pool of talent. Number one, the difference between 92 and 93 and say present time.
Yes.
Is number one, you got a lot of songs and records being pressed up by cats that used to sit back and just listen to this shit at first and then decided, okay, now I'm gonna try to do this shit. So it's too many fucking rappers, too many fucking records. Everybody does everything now, and it's over flooded the market.
Yes.
That's one. Number two, due to the collapse of a few labels that were responsible for some classic underground joints. Fuck, I'm not even call them underground joints. Classic dope joints.
Right.
You know, such as labels like Wild Pitch, Raucous.
Yes.
Things like that. Alright. Then you got it's just a mess, man. I mean, I went through the same thing, man, in my day with this. It's over.
And we've talked about this for years now. And,
I mean,
and we were like the keepers of the hip hop gate. Like, yo, we love this shit. And now it's like up to the point where I don't even want to hear nobody talk about fucking hip hop rap records or none of that shit.
Plus, you know what also happened? One thing about the rap shit that used to always be kind of dope and used to keep adding years onto it, something always would come around, whether it be a new style of rhyme, new style of speak, new style of whatever.
Right.
And it would add more years to it and up the ante, and it's like, oh shit, okay, damn, this has added 5 more years to the shit.
Right.
That has not happened in probably like 10 years.
You're right.
It just hasn't happened. There's been no new thing that come through the market that was like, oh shit, now you gotta get your weight up on your beats. Now you gotta get your weight up on your rhyme skills and all that shit. Shit is just stagnated and it's just been sitting at one spot. In fact, it's been sitting at one spot and then it's been sliding backwards.
Yes. So this shit is over. All these...
And then everybody's been fighting. Then you got people that's been fighting the wrong argument, saying like, all right, you might have cats that's like, I can't get with this like this gutter shit because there's too much violence and there's too much speaking about this and too much calling chicks hoes and bitches and too much gunplay and all that. Let me tell you something. That shit has always been around in this shit. Everything that you hear now as far as subject matter has been around this shit from day one. Quote, hey, New York City, can I shoot my gun?
Classic line from Wild Style.
But see, the problem is, me, I never cared about what anybody said, whatever. To me, it was how you said it, how you presented yourself, the presence on the mic, and then if you got the track behind you banging, it made up a good package. So it's like, all right, you know what? Fine, you gonna get through this gutter shit? Take me there then.
Right.
Now it's like you got cats that's just spitting about the shit and just think just because you're saying the shit.
That's dope.
Yeah, and there's no skill involved in any aspect of any of that shit.
That's right. So it's at an all-time fucked up state. So all of these MCs, you're garbage. All of these beat makers, you're garbage. I mean, the only thing that's keeping this shit alive in a sense is the b-boys and the DJs. Cause like I don't want to hear none of these like primo wannabe beat makers, all these wannabe Pete Rocks, all these wannabe, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to hear that shit no more. It's at an all-time.
It's become redundant.
Yes. Nobody's up. It's reached this peak and it's sliding back down.
It's become redundant. And not only that, and then you got, whether it be labels or anybody that's in control of any situation, nobody wants to take chances anymore.
Right.
You know, like no one wants to break the new ground. No one wants to be like, you know what I mean? You gotta dare to be dumb with this shit.
Yes.
And nobody wants to do it. Now it's like, it's all keyed to, all right, I'm gonna make the song like this and on this vibe. Let's get me over. It's too many fucking vibes. It's too many different sections. And then it's like, shit is mad segregated with this shit.
Yes.
There's no longer just the one house where it's like, all right, you get down, shit's dope or it's whack. Now you got this section over here. Then you got this section over here. Then you got the crunk section over here. Then you got the, knock it off.
Dude, over the last month or so, I've been spending parties. And I've been spending all funk, soul, disco breaks, classics, the whole nine. And the people be dancing and chilling. And I'm talking about chicks on the table shaking ass and the whole nine on some other shit.
Table dancing and shit?
Yes, on some other shit. And they're loving the music. You go to,
that sounds like a strip club.
Yeah, I know. But it was on some upscale party shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's to the point where I don't even put rap records in my fucking bag anymore. Because I'm not even playing that shit. Because rap records, and when cats go to fucking rap functions, they stand around. You're there to dance. So you know what? We're going to get into this segment, get into some music, come back in a little bit. You know what I'm saying?Maybe not come back in a little bit, but come back in a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Just enjoy.
Just enjoy. Just sit back and enjoy.
Put your umbrella in your drink.
Yes, and just chill out.
Sunglasses on. Pull out your little pocket TV and watch a baseball game if it's on. Yeah. Heaven forbid if it's the Phillies, they fucking suck.
So to quote my man Bobito, as he said, it's 2005 now, and I could barely find 5 records that I like to fucking play. So barely. So these joints that's getting played today are joints that, hey, maybe we like, maybe we don't like. We'll let you be the judge.
Just kill us some time, that's all.
For those that's not afraid to come up to the front of the stage, please do so. This motherfucking crew right here, the ultimate crew, Section 30.
Getting on the turntable, spinning back and forth. This is Science Patrol headquarters. Getting on the turntable, spinning back and forth. Dedicated to the white DJs.
Section 31.
You are tuned into The Formula on RadioVolta.org, featuring the Science Patrol.
Yo, back again. Turn my headphones down just a tad bit.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yo, back again.
That's more like it. This is more like it.
This is the...
yeah, that's more like it.
This is the... Yo, shit is over and it's ruined.
It's over!
Yo.
Over!
Yo, now,
My good thing is over!
Yo, so back to what I was getting at, a little earlier when I read that Bobito interview.
What, there's more?
No, but, for cats that didn't, signed in a little late with the Bobito interview, basically, so the question was asked, why did you stop the radio show? And he basically said, because this rap shit, underground shit, is over. It's fucking whack. Period. End of story. In 92, 93, 94, at the end of a 4-hour show, he could sit back and be like, damn, there's 10 to 15 joints that I wanted to play, but I could not fit in 4-hour time. Which meant he had an abundance of some dope shit.
Remember those days when that used to go down?
That was dope shit. He said fast forward 10 years to 2002, and he can't find 5 records that he likes. So that's why he stopped doing the radio show. Now, a question, shout outs to Intelligently 95. I made a statement earlier about Lord Jamal's album that's coming out at the end of the year. It's called The 5% Nation. And basically he's talking about, the whole 5% thing, and he's basically breaking it down, the real deal behind it. Because, back in the day, there was a lot of, misconceptions and rumors and, shit like that. And he's basically dispelling all of the rumors and really telling people like, yo, this is what this shit was really about. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to have some of those classic artists on there that
was repping that.
That was repping the 5%. The Nas's, he's trying to get Rakim's, Wise Intelligent, all of those cats out.
King's Son or somebody.
Yeah, all of the cats from that era. You know what I'm saying? When the 5% shit was really, really jumping. Because if you remember, before cats even got into this fucking hip hop shit, the 5% shit was really strong up New York. Because your old partner, Lord Supreme,
yes,
cats used to ask him like, yo, are you in the 5% Nation? Because his name was Lord Supreme.
Yes.
But that was just, the name Lord Supreme didn't mean anything about 5%. It was Lord Supreme, like, yo, I'm the king of this shit.
But, when you have a name like that.
Yeah, but see, the crazy thing is, that shit was only going on in New York. Nobody in Philly or any other place was on that 5% shit. So Lord Supreme was just basically like, yo, saying like, yo, I'm the Grandmaster Flash, or I'm the Chief Rocker Busy B.
I'm Lord Supreme.
I'm Lord Supreme. I'm that shit. You know what I'm saying? So basically, Intelligently 95, he asked the question like, can I elaborate on what the problem is with Lord Jamal releasing a project that is related to the teachings of the 5% Nation of Gods and Earths? Or, why I feel as though it's too late for that and nobody wants to hear that. Like I said, shout out to Intelligently 95. That was a good question. Basically, everything has its, and this is my opinion. This is not Volta opinion. This is not other hip hop heads' opinion. This is basically my opinion. I'm sure Blast can really, roll with me on this. And cats who really appreciate the hip hop shit. That 5% shit was jumping then. It's a different day. It's a different age. Shit's kind of going back in another cycle now. Like back then, when it was like an underground cult society thing going on, when Rakim was saying that shit and cats didn't know about it, Nas was throwing it in there. Wu-Tang didn't overdo it. Nas really didn't overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Brand Nubians did everything in their way, you know what I'm saying? Which was a dope way back then. Now, it's a different day and age. Cats want to hear that shit. Whether it's that crunk bullshit, or whether it's KRS, or whether it's fucking, whatever. Cats is, or if cats want to hear 50 Cent in Game. Cats is on some other shit. Like the amount of people that's trying to hear that shit right about now is so slim to none that I'm 100% sure that the record sales on an album like that probably won't even recoup the amount of money spent on production, cameos, or whatever.
It's like PE coming out now, exactly the same flavor and whatnot.
Nobody's trying to hear PE on that shit. Yeah, because
it's like a different world. I mean, it was a different world then and whatnot. See, unfortunately, with this rap thing, it is and has always been in a way, certain way, a little bit too trendy.
Yes.
And then you'll have your pocket of time where it's like, all right, this is going on, and it's all about this. And then you'll have a whole bunch of people and clones following that step. And then somebody will come along and say, okay, they'll shake it up. Now it's going this route. Then you'll have your whole legion of clones and that. And that's what keeps happening. It keeps going in these different cycles. Right about now, it's in a weird place right now.
Yes.
Where I can't see that album coming out and it's like, okay, now, boom. This is making that difference. You're hearing this on like regular rotation and whatnot.
Right.
And things like that. Whereas though, when Brand Nubians at the time was out, it was just the right time and the right place for that. And you were seeing their videos and hearing their songs and whatnot in the whole cycle. You know what I mean? It's just at a weird place right about now.
Like when Rakim talked about that shit, it was dope because he did that ill rhyme shit and he was the dope MC and he threw the the shit in there here and there. He didn't overdo it like, all right, I'm on the corner selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, he threw it in there. You got it or you didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Cats that was educated and cats that like really was up on some other shit, they got it. Brand Nubian did it. Yo, it was like you either knew what was going on or you didn't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? When Nas throws it in, or Wu-Tang, it's like with Wu-Tang with the karate flicks. We've been karate heads since fucking 70s, going to the movie theaters, watching the flicks. The shits that they was talking about in their shit, it's like, yo, most people didn't understand the terminology that was going on with like liquid swords and shit like that, and fucking, you know, the
36 chamber.
Yeah, and the you know, the 5-pace palm shit. You know what I'm saying? Cats didn't know about that shit. That was shit that if you was up on it, you was up on it. Then when shit became trendy, you know what I'm saying? Then it was everybody, you know, got up on it. Like the 5% shit. That was some New York shit. Everybody knew about it. Well, not everybody, but cats knew about it in New York. Nobody knew about that shit in Philly. But then next thing you know, I started seeing a bunch of people in Philly talking about 5%, 5%, 5%. A lot of those people, and it's not just 5%, it's Christian, it's Judaism, it's Buddhism, it's fucking analogism or digitalism. It's all fucking ism, and motherfuckers is getting trendy. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, yes, the 5% shit has always been Lord Jamar, and I like Lord Jamar. That shit, that's them. You know what I'm saying? And I wish him success on that. But most motherfuckers is trendy, and a lot of motherfuckers is hypocrites. The people that's fucking all on this religion shit, and you need to live this way, and you need to live that way. I can be one way and live my life properly, and you could be so religious, but I can make it into the fucking pearly gates of hell, and fucking pearly gates of heaven, and you'll probably fucking go to hell. Why? Because I'm living my life right and doing what I do. You preach some other shit, but you're out selling fucking drugs.
Then you got the thing like, okay, back in like, I say, the latter part of 89 going to the 90, when everybody was all of a sudden, it's like, okay, now you're being conscious about this. And it was the whole red, black, and green medallions all over the place. It's like 5 years after that, 6 years after that, maybe, all them cats shucked all that away, and it's like, okay, boom. Then the new money-making era came in.
And now nobody's rocking the
fucking
and
I'm like, well, what happened to that?
Yeah, now, what, there's no black power going on now?
Yeah, like, what happened to that? Which begged the question I always wanted to know the answer. Like, yo, when Public Enemy was out doing their thing, yo, are y'all cats really into what's going on with them? Or are you just digging them because their tracks just wild and banging and Chuck got that heavy voice, and overall it's just like a masterpiece of what you're hearing?
Exactly. So basically what I'm saying is shit is trendy. In a sense, hip-hop has always been trendy, except for the pre-85, where when you went to a party, there was 1 or 2 DJs, everybody else was party-going people. Now you go to an event, every fucking body's a rapper, everybody's a beat maker, everybody's a DJ. It's over fucking done.
And then it's overanalyzed because all those cats that's there, instead of there to party, it's like you're sitting there critiquing and analyzing this and blah, 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 blah. Instead of like, I came here to have a good time dance.
Yes, and I'm to the point where I'm like, yo, shout outs to those cats that were originators of it. The Nas's, to the Rakims, the Brand Nubians, the KRS Ones, the PEs. Shout outs to all of the originators of that shit. Everybody else that followed, it's like, yo, dude, stop that shit. But yo, shameless plug real quick. For all the B-boys, B-girls, catch me at Monday in New York City, Table 50, Rocksteady Crew event called B-Girl Fight Club. Some ill shit. I'm gonna be there rocking the ill breaks. You know what I'm saying? The ill funk and soul, the ill classics, the disco breaks. You know what I'm saying? B-boys and B-girls are still like kind of pure and true to this shit. Like they go to dance and have fun. You know what I'm saying? They don't go just to stand around. So I'll be at Table 50 with the Rocksteady Crew, Crazy Legs, Why Not? You know what I'm saying? My man, Down Rock. My cats from North Jersey, Bedrock in the squad. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be ill, but you know what I'm saying. So that's just my take on the hip hop shit. And I have to give a shout to Bobbito for not being scared to say that this shit is whack. You know what I'm saying? And Bobbito is a head figure on this shit. And yes, and we talk about this shit amongst each other. Like, yo, this shit is at an all-time fucked up state.
Yo, I mean, I have to either recreate shits via remixes or just original shit from the gate at times to get it off. But you know what? It's cool. Another shameless plug. Pretty soon, you'll check out on the site, the official website, section31.com. Yes. All right. The media section will definitely be getting, upgraded here and there. We will be having in the future live sets that you can hear day, night,
24/7.
All right. sort of take off what's going on here, but to the next level.
Yes, and don't get it twisted. We're going to be here for a while.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Things might change in the next 2 weeks. And there might be a whole slew of some dope shit coming out. You know what I'm saying? We might